In this week's edition of the Outta Bounds podcast, we'll break down the best and worst from NBA All-Star Weekend. And also, if you're a GM of a basketball team, would you take a chance on Bronny James just at the opportunity to land in LeBron James? Is the risk worth the excuse me? Is the risk worth the reward? We're gonna discuss all this and more on this week's edition of the Outta Bounds podcast. Let's roll the intro as I drink some water because fuck that intro is. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I think I might keep it at it. That wasn't too bad.
No,
Right?
I had to drink some water too. I had some chips earlier, and
Yeah, I got a little tongue tied there, but you know what? Hey, it is what it is. Welcome to episode 36, ladies and gentlemen, the Outta Bounds podcast. I go by the name of Della Fashionista, managing director here at True Agriculture Magazine, and alongside me is the man in the middle, the birthday guy, Mr. Donnie. Do not call me Donovan Wilkins, but outside of that, he's also a radio host, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, yeah.
My man moving on up. He's a franchise player now. He went from being like a role player to now he's a co-star. So
Yeah, man. And look, I did it all by myself. That's all it took. Believing in yourself, a little bit of help from Liddell and the crew over at Tuck Media, and look what happened.
could be proud of you, bro. And as for the young blood, Noah Austin, aka Third Eye, aka Mr. Euro, stepping to his girl now because he's in a relationship. At least according to the last time that we spoke to Noah. So who knows?
I think she's in Switzerland or something like that.
Oh, speaking of Noah, here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he can defend.
The Third Eye. No.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
What it do,
God.
Out of Bounds people? It's been a minute. It's been a while.
Yo, quick question. Me and Liddell had this discussion last podcast. Is Georgia State University a black HBCU?
It's not a HBCU.
It's not.
Oh, okay, all right.
Who
I
said it
thought
was?
I thought it was.
Just because a lot of black people go to one school, you think it's an eight. Do you not know the historical? Don't.
Because we were rolling your credits, and he said something about I said something about it being an HBCU, and he said it wasn't. And I was like, he transferred to another HBCU, but
No.
apparently that wasn't the case.
We know you said from Fort Valley to
Yeah,
Georgia State.
just say.
Georgia State.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
talking about Georgetown.
But no, we did not get too far into the show. You know, Donnie here just listened to my little therapy session not too long ago. Shout out to Don for being a good listener.
You know the
and
vibes.
shit. Yeah, you already know the vibes. Speaking of vibes, more on that later, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for saying that because, you know, we working on a little project called Vibes and shit. So you're about to drop that to the public and all that, you know what I'm saying? But no, man, like it's been a minute, you know. How are you? How was your Valentine's Day and all that good stuff? You know, because I'll do the intro.
Oh, wait. You have to change the intro. You want to change the intro? I'm single, guys. I hate niggas. Man,
It's funny because you had to have been on before we started recording to hear what Liddell said, but that shit is funny.
Yeah.
Yo, because I was just saying, Mr. Euro stepping to his girl, and I said, I don't know, because
yeah, we wasn't sure. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure she's in Switzerland or something like that.
Nah, man. That was it was a change. I think it was definitely a change. Both, I don't want no hate towards her. Our schedules just never really aligned, and she's really career oriented. I'm career oriented. Not to go too deep into it, I think it was just two career driven people. I just think she wouldn't.
Y'all just didn't have enough time for a relationship.
Not even that. I just feel like she wouldn't have, if it came down to like her career or like our relationship, she would have picked her career.
Oh yeah,
like she would have definitely picked her. Same here, but like I think when it came to like making time, like I would make like even though I was busy, I would still somewhat like make a little bit of time.
Oh,
and,
I get you.
Like she just
Bro,
really
this
didn't.
story is so familiar.
and she no hate, but like she just didn't like she didn't. I feel like I was giving a little more effort than she was, and I feel like whenever like in a relationship, whenever the balance, not that it's unbalanced, but whenever one person feels as though they're doing way more than the other person, that person's gonna feel some type of way because no one wants to get taken advantage of. No one wants to, you know what I'm saying? So I was kind of feeling that way. Like I was doing this, going to class, doing stuff for the magazine, trying to get in it. I was doing stuff, but in the same time thinking about, oh, like where are we going for Valentine's Day? What are we doing? Is she okay? So
she was selfish.
To an extent, I mean, no, I mean, to keep it a bean, I think to an extent she was. It wasn't dramatically selfish, but I think it was hard for her to sacrifice her life for a relationship. So I guess we just two great people that met at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of just leave it at what it is, and you know, the breakup wasn't bad. Like nothing foul happened. It just didn't work, and you know, shit happens. I'm 22, so
yeah,
it is what it is. But speaking of her, she actually got to drop off my stuff. So if you listening, drop off my stuff on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Come through and drop off my stuff on Thursday.
Man, 22, young 22, man. 22.
Homie said I need my Air Force Ones back.
Drop off my stuff. Like you got all my football shirts, all
my Japanese film cameras. I need that shit back.
What's wild is I taught her how to shoot on film. But you know what? It's still me. You know, that was me being me. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The Polaroids
are feeding.
The Polaroids are in the shoebox somewhere, so we straight.
Oh, okay, all right.
But man, it's all good though. It's all love. But All-Star Weekend, I got so much. I've missed a week, man. Whoo, baby, NBA CPA.
Bro, let's get right into it. But brother, I sympathize with you. I understand your story, your plight, but. Fuck love, man. Get to the bag, man.
But when I said that shit, I was toxic.
Nah, see, y'all different. I'm a get love and get the bag. You know what I'm saying? We got to manifest both of them things. You know, we manifesting both. You know,
that's the Atlanta shit, man. Like they try to get both. Like
I'm trying to get both. So
just I feel you, bro. Like I'm on that same tip. But as you get older, man, you realize that the love gonna come once you solidify it, really.
That's what I've been saying.
Once you love yourself, that's when people gonna notice. Like, oh damn, he love himself. All right, cool. The moment you love yourself, then everything kind of gonna fall into place. So that's really it. That's all I'm doing. So we just love yourself, and the things gonna fall into place when they supposed to, and it just is what it is. So
that's what I'm saying, man. Just let it happen. Don't chase it. Just let it happen. Just keep the main thing. That's your career. Get your degree. You know what's gonna come next after that. Just focus on that. Then when it comes, it comes. You know, it's gonna find you. So.
Exactly. So we still Euro stepping, just not to my girl, man. It is what it is, bro.
So all right, so let's do it over this. So now that we got ladies and gentlemen, we're 8 minutes in. Hopefully even though we ain't getting so much, but hopefully you love this banter. You know, we're human at the end of the day. We go through shit. We have emotions and stuff that we deal with outside of talk about sports. But once again, I am Liddell, the fashionista of Eastman, manager editor here at True Urban Culture Magazine. And alongside me is the man in the middle. I said the man in the middle. The man in the middle, excuse me, Mr. Donnie. Do not call me Donovan Wilkins. Also a radio host extraordinaire.
Hey.
And to my right, we got the young blood, Mr. Noah Austin, a.k.a. Third Eye, a.k.a. Euro Step to your girl.
Oh, God. Toxic shit. You know the vibes.
The toxic shit is back, man. The toxic shit is back. He can use up to all the girls now. So, guys, let's get into it. Best and worst from All-Star Weekend.
The fucking dunk competition.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me get my camera right.
We all agree that was the worst.
Ass. Literally I've seen dunk competitions at my high school go really do. NBA gotta be disappointed in themselves. And on the NBA 75th anniversary team night, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
Yeah,
Obi Toppin,
night,
man, they got too many the young dudes. They not hooping like the kids that are my age are in the league. Jalen Green, Josh Giddey, all them. Nah.
Whoa. We here, bro. We here.
Yeah, well, we still here. We got some new editors. We got this shit. Yeah.
I was confused. I was like, what's happening? But all right, guys, Out of Bounds. We had some technical situations.
We here, bro.
But nah, I just think the dunk competition is just not. I think it's just one. A lot of players don't want to get hurt. I know John Morant, Anthony Edwards both said they really weren't going to do it because they're not trying to hurt themselves.
They sure as hell was dunking in that All-Star game.
Tomato. LeBron James even said, he's like, I'm never really going to do it. So a combination of that. But you have Miles Bridges. You have people that have been dunking that can dunk, not in the dunk competition. Why was Miles Bridges not there? A lot of questions. So I just feel like it was just bad. It was just, you could tell no one practices. When you looked at the Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon in 2016 in Toronto, they didn't miss a dunk. I don't think they missed. They did that first time. That was the first time they did it. So it was they practiced for it. They made it a priority to practice. I feel like Jalen Green just put on an outfit maybe we're going to dunk today, and just walked out and was I guess we're going to dunk today, and didn't really practice anything or really think of what can I do that's different. So I could definitely tell it really wasn't rehearsed or practiced. Niggas just suited up and arrived in Cleveland okay, I guess we dunking. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. How many dunks can you do? I don't know. I feel like the dunk contest
seen it
is
all already.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of played out, and it's just the same dunks, just tweaked a little here and there, and I don't know.
I don't think it's played out. I just think you need more. I think you need people that care about it. Cause you could have said it was played out prior to 2016 because before then they had Victor Oladipo. They had before the Toronto All-Star Weekend in 2016.
Damian Lillard was in a dunk contest. If people don't remember.
We don't remember, but so there's been dunk competitions where I was like, bro, this was kind of terrible. What was this? But it's you have to get the right players that care about the dunk competition. Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine are the two dunkers in my generation that I remember that actually cared.
Is there a reason why they didn't dunk?
Well, Aaron Gordon said he was never going to participate again because Dwayne Wade rigged his score or rigged Zach LaVine's score in 2016, and he was like, I'm done. I think he did it 2 years. Aaron Gordon won it his first time he did it, I think in 2015, 2014. Yeah. And then
how did Aaron Gordon ever won?
I thought he did.
He won one. He won.
He won one. That's why he came back and he did it against Zach LaVine. I remember that because outside the dunk competition, Aaron Gordon
I thought he came in second both years.
Nah. Because without the dunk competition, I don't think Aaron Gordon really was put on the map like that. Really, the dunk competition actually helped him. So he won one, but he lost the second one in 2016. But
it was during those years where
he never won.
He never won.
No.
So who won the first one?
I think it was Zach LaVine both times. Was it Zach LaVine?
LaVine won both times.
Jesus.
Really?
I thought Aaron Gordon won. Yeah. I really thought Aaron Gordon won once.
No.
That's how good they were.
Jesus. I thought he won. I wouldn't participate either. I'm not gonna lie. In 2016, Aaron Gordon got robbed. He definitely should have won that dunk contest. I'm sorry. Aaron Gordon definitely should have won. But I just feel like in this day and age, it's not.
There's no excitement. I don't know. From my personal opinion, it's I'm watching the same dunks just over and over again. The last time I was hyped was during that 2 year span.
Yeah. because it was different. Like Zach LaVine windmilled from the free throw line. Like
and then when he the Aaron Gordon hopped over the mascot, but was like
when he like sat down and did
sat down. So it's just like I don't know. I feel like it's like they're the same dunks, just they're tweaked a little bit.
I'll be real, y'all, fellas. I knew the dunk contest was gonna be ass when Cole Anthony came out wearing Tim's for his first dunk. A nigga that ain't from New York. It's coming up.
Yeah, it would have been better if he was.
I thought he was from New York though.
No, he went to high school. He went to high school in New York. But I'm like, bro, like you know damn well you grew up. You don't know about that culture and shit.
Like, yeah, if it was like a real New Yorker, like if they had like some celebrity come out there and dunk, like Jesus and Mero, like somebody like that, then
if you really New York with it, like you could wear like a Dykeman jersey, or you could have did something to pay homage. You could have did something better than wearing Tim's. Like, okay, you wear Tim's, all right, cool. I mean, dunking in Tim's is hard. Like, let's not get
that's what I think he was like trying to go for.
I mean, dunking in boots, especially Tim's, like that's kind of hard. But
he should have wore a Coogee sweater.
that would have been hard. Like if he would have wore a Coogee sweater with a big like rope chain like Biggie, then okay, that's different. So okay, you trying. You really
one of those LL Cool J hats.
The kangaroo joints. I forgot what they're called, but the furry joints. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The bucket hats.
The bucket hat. But I think Obi Toppin, I think the dunks were just, again, it just looks like people just didn't practice this. It just looked like they just woke up that morning like, oh, well, we're going to dunk. And then they didn't even want, because I remember in 2016, even prior to the All-Star weekend, Aaron Gordon was practicing like what he was going to do. Like I think he said for like one whole week, like he was practicing like his dunks, what he was going to do, what he wasn't going to do. Same with Zach LaVine. So it's like these young guys aren't practicing that. Like they're just thinking like, oh, it's going to be like in-game dunking. And it's like, no, it's not.
Do you think that's an NBA? Like, in all, like, do you think the All-Star weekend is an NBA problem? Like, are they not?
Yes. Like they're just not. Whoever's picking the people to be in the dunk competition, they're asking the wrong people. Because you got to ask, like, I get why Jalen Green was asked, because out of all the rookies, he's the one that's really been throwing it down, which I get it. Obi Toppin, sure. I couldn't even tell you the other guys that were there. Or Cole Anthony. I've never seen Cole Anthony dunk like that. So, again, I don't know why he was picked to be the dunk competition. And the other dude, I even know.
Juan Toscano Anderson.
Who?
Nah. It's the dude. He's a Mexican-American dude from Golden State.
The Golden State Warriors. Yeah.
Okay. See, the thing is just like, not to say he's irrelevant, but it's just like.
No, say what it is. I ain't never heard of the ball.
First of all, because like let's really go through it. You had Gary Payton Jr. On Golden State, who can really dunk.
Yeah.
Not just like Buddy he has a whole highlight tape of just slamming it. And then you have Miles Bridges. Like, you could have took Cole Anthony and Juan, the dude from Golden State. I'm not going to mess up his name. You could have replaced them too easily with at least Miles Bridges and Gary Payton Jr.
A thing that I would like to see, even though it's, like, never going to happen, I would like to see, like, a center in there or something like that.
I mean, I think Dwight Howard was in it.
Yeah, Dwight Howard. That was Superman.
Yeah, but I mean, that was
DeAndre Jordan has done. To be honest with you, everybody thought Zion Williamson would have been in at least.
That man needs to lose weight first, like that.
That man doesn't want to be in New Orleans. He wants to trade Ben Simmons route. He's taking James Harden.
He's taking the Kawhi route. This man said, "I'm injured. He's not playing." He's taking the Kawhi route, like Kawhi.
Everybody thought he was going to New York anyway. So
now listen.
I wrote an article about how Zion Wilson got to the Knicks, and that shit didn't happen.
He said, "I got to do this for the borough." He started writing about the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm not a Knicks fan, by the way.
Oh, have fun with
Mavs fan for life.
I forgot it. I know you're hated in New York. Like, you ain't gonna wear the Knicks, nothing. Like, I already know that. Who your team? The Mavs? Nigga, you ain't in no Dallas. Like, I already know it's wild. But like,
my heart is in Dallas, man. Ain't no state taxes over there.
But there's guns and rednecks, so have fun with whatever goes on there.
And they also have
Y'all don't know.
Sleepy towns.
Wait, listen.
Y'all don't know hoods and shit. There's black people in Dallas. The fuck?
There's black people in Atlanta, just like there's rednecks in Georgia. So it's like once you leave Houston, once you leave Dallas, have fun. Like,
so,
cool.
I already know. As long as I'm not in Gainesville, I'm good.
I heard
Gainesville,
places about
Forsyth
that.
County. There's a lot of counties in Georgia you don't want to. Whites County, like there's a lot of counties you don't want to study. There's a Whites County, like I'm telling you right now, we had to drive through Whites County because side note, guys, but racist town. Growing up in Georgia, we had to play a team. We used to go play up northern Georgia teams. We would have to drive through Whites County to go to the high school. There would be KKK flyers like at the gas stations, and so like when we would stop, there would be like, if you want to join the Klan, brother, call this number type shit. So yeah, it wasn't fun.
Yeah, I hear they have in the South they have like sleep towns where
Sundown towns.
Yeah, like after the sun goes down.
Sound like some Red Dead Redemption shit.
Shit, you wish it was Red Dead Redemption, because the police in it, like sundown towns, everybody in that town is in on it. So you can't even call the police like, hey, the police probably gonna be the people. They're helping them. So it's like you can't even really do nothing. So yeah, it's the thing about Texas, the thing about the South, you gotta know where you're going. Because if you just go, I'm gonna go to Texas or I'm gonna go wherever, cool. But it's like if you run out of gas,
don't look like a tourist.
And if you ain't got the palm color, hey, good luck, Charlie. I don't know what to tell you. But nah, the dunk contest. I mean, like I said, there's so many other people.
Way to bring us back home, no.
Hey man, I'm trying, but there's so many other people they could have asked. I think it's an NBA issue. I think you know it's bad when the 3-point competition is more exciting than the dunk contest.
Word, they talk about the ad like, should we flip the order, like make the 3-point competition last?
Because I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, I knew he was a shooter, but I was like, all right, okay, cool.
I don't respect his game though.
Here we go.
He's nice, but he's a dude that as big as him should be averaging way more than 9 rebounds a game. I'm sorry.
I mean, isn't he like a stretch 5 though? Isn't he? He's not like a.
Ain't no such thing as a fucking stretch 5 when you that big, man. Like a dude that big, he needs to be in the post more often. That's why Jimmy Butler was frustrated with him, because he's not physical enough.
I mean, when you a stretch 5, I mean,
dude plays like he's Dirk Nowitzki. It's like,
but see, that's the thing though. Like, if you're a stretch 5 center, you're not really comfortable getting physical.
I mean, like, he can shoot the ball.
He can shoot. So he's a solid stretch 5. But like centers like Joel Embiid, who are not afraid of getting hit, that's a whole different type of archetype of a basketball player. But I mean, dog, like
look at Joker.
Jokic. That's a stretch 5. Jokic, I would say, is a stretch 5.
He can pass, shoot.
So
he doesn't really play in the post as much as
he gets busy in the post, or he rebounds.
He do get busy in the post. I'm not gonna hold you. So
now that you mention it, 9 rebounds a game, you need to step those numbers up.
And dude, like what, 7 feet?
He's 6'11", I think.
6'11".
Like 6'11".
But he only get 9 rebounds.
I think only 9 rebounds per game.
I mean, that's almost 10 rebounds a game, though.
No, that's second string numbers.
No, 9 rebounds a game is second string numbers.
No, it's not.
I think I'm watching too much Joel Embiid.
You'll take that from a power forward.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, because now I gotta figure this out. Because how many?
If you average it out, he's averaging 10 boards, 9.7 rebounds a game.
What is he third, fourth option on the Wolves?
He's the third option.
He's the first option.
He's not the first option.
Anthony Edwards,
24.4 points.
D'Angelo Russell. I mean, I haven't seen a
D-Lo.
D-Lo definitely third option.
D-Lo, wait. In twin. Oh, this is Joel Embiid. Okay, hold on. Joel Embiid's getting 11 boards. Okay. Hold on, because he's getting 11 boards per game. All right. Yeah, he may just need to get to. I mean, if he peaks at 10 rebounds a game, that's kind of on par.
Ant is averaging 21.9 points per game, but he takes more attempts. So I get it. I guess you could say Ant is the number 1 option and Cat the 2, but Cat is more efficient
So it's Anthony Edwards, and then D'Lo for sure is a third option. I would say, but D'Lo's a solid third option, so it's not really a diss, but D'Lo's still a solid third option.
Yeah, man. But in regards to, we all agree that the worst from All-Star Weekend was definitely the dunk contest. But in regards to how can it be improved, this is what I suggest. I suggest letting the G Leaguers dunk in a dunk contest.
And whoever wins gets a 10-day contract. That would be hard because they would be dunking for their life at that point.
No, not even a guaranteed 1-year minimum deal. I think that'd be more enticing because
listen, okay, hold on.
Because you have vets like Boogie Cousins, Isaiah Thomas, they get 10 day contract. Joe Johnson, then they.
No, but I mean, I think Nola's right. A 10-day contract is more than enough for a G Leaguer.
For a G Leaguer, first of all, for a G Leaguer,
but is it really when Fred VanVleet came from the G League and he's an All-Star?
But Fred VanVleet, I think he got a 10-day He had 10-day with Toronto, and then they kept him the rest of the season, and then they went to the playoffs, and then they gave him like 1 year.
I just think it'd be more enticing if they get a guaranteed 1-year contract, just the fact that they're G Leaguers that get 10-day contracts all the time.
I would say guaranteed rest of the season because depending on what team you go to,
rest of the season could be good.
Rest of the season, then you got the playoffs. If you go to like a 76 or a contending team, that you play in the playoffs and stuff like that. I mean, that would make it more interesting because then you're playing for something.
Yeah.
I mean,
so that's what I propose. Cause they kind of already started with the Rising Star Challenge. Like they had some G Leaguers in it. They had some G Leaguers, I believe, in the skills competition. If I'm not mistaken.
I think Giannis' brother was he wasn't. I'm tripping.
No, one of his brothers were.
Yeah, he plays for the Raptors G League affiliate, I think.
Yes, so like why not? I think that's what I propose because NBA players, I don't think they're gonna try too hard because one, like a lot of them are they're brand conscious, they're social media conscious. Nobody want to be perceived as a
nobody want to break an ankle during the fucking All-Star Weekend in Cleveland.
Because you could get a better dunk contest than NBA 2K. It's crazy. Because whenever you play 2K, the All-Star Weekend, you got Zion, Ja Morant, Miles Bridges.
They got 2K can pick them because you got the heavy hits. Like, oh, okay, I may be losing this dunk contest. Like,
I definitely lose. I always lose the first round.
I always restart. I always like mess up and like fuck. And then Zion gets his fifth.
Yeah, my time is horrible.
Because I'm like, okay, because I'll do my first dunk because your player always goes first. So I'll do my dunk. I'm like, oh, bam, windmill, something like 46, 45. Zion does a basic as like 50. Like, bro, hold on.
That should be embarrassing.
Like, bro, he missed the first dunk. How he get a 50?
Donnie be getting like 30s and shit.
I don't even get 30s. I get like 20s.
What do you mean?
Oh my god. Because I missed the timing and shit like that. Like, yo, I'd be an embarrassment to the Sixers.
Yeah.
Nah, but NBA, I feel like the NBA can fix it. I just feel like
I don't think they can with these guys, man. Like I know they tried with the All-Star game, like they made it like okay, like you do it for charities, like you're choosing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see how NBA players. I don't really think they're gonna give a damn.
They don't.
They just care. I think they care about the accolade of being an All-Star. I don't think they really care about actually doing it.
Because this generation here, they didn't really grow up on the dunk contest.
I did. What are you talking about?
No,
the players.
Oh, they did too. Like
what I mean by because the league is you get a whole bunch of influx of 18 to 20-year-olds now.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of dudes, when Vince Carter had that great performance at the dunk contest, they were either infants or they weren't even born yet. The highlight of a dunk contest that they have in recent memory was Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. That was 5 years ago.
I would say Dwight Howard, Nate Robinson when he was still there.
Bro, they was like 5 years old. Nate Robinson won a dunk contest in 2006.
I was 6 years old and I remember that. Like, okay. I was 6 and I remember because he used to wear the all green. He played for the Knicks. He had the all green. I remember 1 year he wore the all green with the green foam posits, and Dwight Howard did his thing, his Clark Kent thing. So like we remember it. Like we remember good dunk contests.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily remember like how dudes growing up in the 90s.
Yeah, I
was SJ and Dominique Wilkins.
That's different. See, like that type of dunk contest is definitely that was a different.
I mean,
I feel they should. Oh, go ahead.
It's overall they just it's not enough incentive to like actually go out there and risk yourself.
And plus, a lot of these dudes idolize LeBron James. LeBron James
Because
once
let me be honest, if I'm a basketball player and I get nominated for the All-Star, I don't give a fuck about these charities.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
It be people like you,
ladies and
man.
gentlemen.
It be people like you that gives everybody a bad name because, like, you.
No,
hey,
I donate to.
You got cancer. Oh,
charities.
that's crazy. I'm not gonna injure myself because of that. Like, if you don't go dunk for someone that got cancer, bro.
For some a charity, no.
Donnie like fucked up kids.
Like, let's be real.
You're not dunking for a Make-A-Wish kid. Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna tie myself up. I ain't gonna tie myself up because if I get nominated to host the Grammys or some shit because of my fucking career, I ain't gonna catch me.
Nah, bro, nah. I
mean, I'm just being honest. Like it's just like a lot of them don't care. Like I'm not gonna
care.
But the thing is, I think they have to make them, not make them care, but
you're gonna have to pay them on the back end.
Like, not pay them on the back end, but
I guess
make it fun again. Like I saw Cat. I think Cat. The NBA let him wear his mom's chain, it was like a short gold chain, and when he won 3-point, which is hard because when you look at the old dunk contest, you have Mike with the short shorts and the gold chain and the like. So if they would bring that aesthetic back of like, if you want to wear the short shorts, you can. If you want to wear some jewelry, the chains or whatever.
But I think I think it starts with players like LeBron James. And well, I wouldn't necessarily put
LeBron
Giannis
never
up there.
did it, bro. So LeBron.
I'm just saying, like it's.
Yeah,
I'll say if Ja Morant does it, that would probably spark people to do it.
I mean, Giannis seems like he enjoys like the All-Star weekend and all the festivities and stuff.
Giannis ain't doing no dunk contest.
I mean, first of all, we have to be honest. It was in Cleveland, so whoever the fuck picked to put it in Cleveland needs to be fired.
You got to get fired.
Why? Like you could have picked Vegas, you could have put it in Seattle. You could
like Joe Kim Noah said. I never heard anybody say they want a vacation in Cleveland.
Exactly. Like what's in Cleveland besides the Rock and Roll Hall of
I feel like no NBA player cheated while they're in All-Star weekend. Like all their wives and girlfriends are like, okay, yeah, that's straight. Because what are you finna do and cheat? It's cold. You have to be down bad.
Are you trying to say there's no bad bitches in Cleveland though?
I haven't seen any.
No. I knew one girl from Cleveland. I gotta give it up for her.
I don't know what she looked like, so I can't really say nothing on that. But me personally,
if anybody know Donnie, they know this man.
Hey,
she was white.
Hey,
she
first of all,
was
you have to understand.
Oh, I never doubted that.
I'm from Atlanta. Wow, I'm from Atlanta, so it's like, it's kind of just like I'm from Atlanta, so it's like to go to Cleveland. Now, I have personally never seen a really fine chick from Cleveland, Ohio. They're probably out
because nobody really reps Cleveland.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Kid Cudi, for some reason.
Exactly. And I guess you can count LeBron, but other than that,
I follow some chick and she's from. I think she's from Cleveland. She's type nice.
Like I would say, Detroit probably got some better women than Cleveland.
I mean that. Just look at the difference from the All-Star weekend in Atlanta, where everybody was traveling down there,
man,
like in droves, like U-Haul trucks.
No, All-Star weekend in Atlanta, it was so crazy. Like, it was basically like an HBCU homecoming. Like that Sunday before the weekend,
I saw videos and people are like,
because I had to go to class and people were near because Georgia State is literally near State Farm Arena. It's not that far. So it's like we're going to class, and then you see a coach bus go by, and then you may see an NBA player. I think Giannis was somewhere. He was at Lennox. And like, so everybody was there, and everyone was having fun. You go to Cleveland, it's snowing, it's cold. The fuck are we going to do? I'm gonna play 2K.
Like, I literally don't know what Cleveland is known for. Like, what attractions do they have up there?
The NBA was smart. If they wanted to put another team in Seattle, they would just host it in Seattle and just see what that looks like. And if that turned out good, okay, bring a team back to Seattle.
The last two cities haven't been really good for All-Star. Last year was Indiana.
What the fuck?
No, it was Charlotte, right?
Last year was Indiana.
Was it really?
Yeah, I think the year before.
It was Atlanta.
It was Atlanta.
This is 2022. Last year's was in Atlanta.
because of COVID.
That's right. That's right.
it
was supposed to be in Indiana, but they put it
Right,
in
right,
You're right.
and then they put it in Atlanta. So
people in U-Haul trucks down there, yeah.
Nah, because it was really fun being in Atlanta. Cause you had the HBCUs, you had everybody going like
Strip
it was
clubs.
fun. Magic City went stupid. I wouldn't know, but I would assume.
You ain't going to no strip clubs. Shut up.
I'm not going. You're right, because it makes no sense. That's just
no. It really doesn't.
It makes no sense.
I went once and it was so depressing.
My thing is like just get a prostitute. That's all I say. Just get a prostitute. Like at that point, like listen to me, because listen, you go to a strip club to throw money at naked women, right?
Exactly.
Which is not bad, but that's all.
Exactly.
Like that's it. Like that's all. Which if I want to get danced on, I'll just go to a house party or a club and dance, and then get danced on for free, and still have the potential to go home with the girl for free. I'm not paying for anything right now, so it's like.
At least with a prostitute, you can have sex. It's like
if you're that down bad that you just get a prostitute. There's no shame in it. Sex work is fine. Sex work isn't like this. Like
we empower women over here.
Sex workers matter, guys. That's what we're trying to say at the Outta Bounds podcast. Liddell, we're gonna email. We're gonna get sponsored by a sex working company. Whereas like, I wouldn't be mad. No, but sex works. I mean, sex work is work.
Man,
I mean,
money.
Shout out to sex workers, you know what I'm saying? Doing the thing, but it's like, shout out to sex workers. But it's like, I mean, just
I want to be on the show. Email me.
I would have some questions. I would low-key have questions. I would have questions. Like, I'm intrigued. But yeah, I mean, strip clubs don't make sense to me. So I'm just, okay. But in Atlanta, a strip club is more so like a club.
Donnie looking at you. When you said that, Donnie looking like, I got all the answers to your questions, bro.
Oh, my God.
My man been in the trenches.
Jesus Christ. I mean, you had a prostitute?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
But here's the thing. I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you.
Tweet.
Outta Bounds.
I gotta take it out, nigga.
But here's the funny thing.
It's not a tech, bro. It's not a tech.
We met up twice, and I didn't pay for neither of them.
So you finesse a sex worker. That's the title of this.
No. All he did was talk to him.
I talked the first night. The second night we had sex. And I didn't even tell you the kicker.
There's more? Oh, shit.
Like, the room that she was, like, hosting, like, services and stuff like that, I'm, like, in the corner, like, reading in between while she's doing business, and we're just talking. Bro, but I was drunk.
So while she's servicing somebody else.
Wait.
And she's cleaning up for the next guy.
No. That did not happen. No.
When I tell you I was drunk.
Yo, so Shorty was like, okay, you can sit over here. Donovan, are you okay? Are you okay?
No, but in between, like, as the guy would leave, she would, like, clean up and stuff like that, and I'd be asking, like,
are you okay?
So, like, what's up?
Like you sure you don't want none of this?
Do you want some, like, graham crackers or something?
No, because I was a little scared, but the next night, saw her again.
What you scared of?
Look, I never. That was like my first time interaction with a prostitute. I didn't know she was gonna have her pimps.
This ain't GTA. Calm down. It's my first interaction with a prostitute. She's a
some
woman.
pimp named Slickback and like come out.
You go to a drug deal. So.
Oh God, it's a woman. It's a person. Okay, so how do we do this?
Look, when I tell you I was drunk,
Donovan goes on the bed like this. Donovan sits on the bed like this. It's just like he's really stiff. He's just like, I don't know. How do I do this?
Because what if shit goes wrong and somebody doesn't have the correct amount of money, and then she got to call in her pet that's listening from the other side.
You're gonna get shanked. That's what that's like. You're gonna get
stabbed. You know what you do? You just hide underneath the bed.
This is not an R. Kelly music video. This is not hide the closet part.
Right, exactly. Look, I'm just here for research.
Niggas
Like,
there to connect.
all you gotta do is hey, like I go to this school, I'll just doing a research paper. I'll just try to get my
one of the
thesis.
best prostitutes in Philadelphia.
Like I'm just writing this short story.
Yeah.
And
your name is Cinnamon? Okay, what's your backstory? Like, I don't know what you thought this was. No, that's wild. You were in the same way as Shorty. That's different. Yeah. You're a different breed of dude. Yeah. I don't, that's wild.
He's like,
I don't even know what
never met somebody like you.
No, it's not. I think the closest thing to that experience was.
I just want to know, how did you get it for free?
How did I get it
like,
for free?
how did the pimp named Slickback not slick your back by like, hey, my nigga, like you gotta pay something, bro? Like, you
need to teach Sharp some things, bro. Do y'all know who Sharp is for the No Jumper podcast?
And yes. Oh my God.
Shout out to Sharp, and you don't watch this, but like, bro.
But listen, you gotta put fresh and fit on. You know what I'm saying? They be with prostitutes and shit. Yeah,
but the thing is, like,
my man got it for free.
Like, I'm such.
He connected with her on a mental level, like
that's what it is. Like, I'm just a nice guy to talk to. Girls, and I'm not.
You're a nice guy to talk to, but now.
But let me finish. Girls don't see me as a threat. So I'm not sure if it's like.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah,
that's not. Like girls will see you as a threat. I don't know if that's.
So that's why I'm like, I don't think that's a good thing. So she's like,
you know what? Fuck this time. We're gonna stay on this.
Yeah, this is out of bounds worthy. Hold on, guys, because we love sports, but out of bounds can be anything in life, and this right here.
But Donnie over here finessing prostitutes, so we need to.
That's not good, Donovan, because it's like the thing is like, not that like women have to be scared of you. Like no one should be scared of you, but like,
right.
I think at most there has.
I think it's just like it's not that. Like I'm such an easy guy to talk to. Like I'm.
Why is that though? Like why? Like do you just talk to them? Like, oh, okay, cool. Like we have a conversation.
I love having conversations. So it's just like, I mean,
Donnie, you are an enigma, bro. Because 1 minute you don't like people.
He said an enigma. He went to an ACT or right now.
Like you need to be studying them in Smithsonian, my guy. Like.
Oh man, what did Philly? You the opposite of Philly niggas.
We need a blood sample.
Yeah.
Donovan is the opposite.
Like if you want Philly, you gotta talk to my brother. I'm not total opposite.
Damn, that's me and my brother. But at least
he used to run the streets, and stuff like that. Me, I'm just I was in school reading Harry Potter and shit like that. So
Donovan, dog, are you okay? Like,
yeah.
Dog.
Okay, because I'm almost sure the listeners want to know, because this is a compelling story. By the way, in regards to just to quickly wrap this up before I fully transition into this, the best moment from All-Star Weekend for me was Steph Curry's performance, dropping 50, getting booed in Cleveland. Like, my man, he was doing it.
Mine was the game winner from LeBron. I think that was nice in Cleveland, even though it was a little cheesy.
Yeah, we're going to talk about LeBron in a second in pick and roll, but what about for you? No.
I would say Steph Curry's. I would definitely say Steph Curry's performance. Yeah. 16 threes, 50 points.
I definitely wanted Joel Embiid to win that, and he was dominated for the first 2 quarters, 3 quarters.
But he was on the winning team.
Yeah, exactly. And then Curry had to beat Curry.
Yeah. But honorable mention goes to everybody that's at the NBA 75th anniversary, presentation. That was dope. I don't like how they gave everybody a blazer, because in 1997 they gave everybody like the jackets and shit. I thought they would have kept that tradition going.
I think they're moving towards the NFL and
Hall of Fame.
The Masters or something like that. Don't they give out green jackets?
That's if you win the Masters though. I think this year they got rings and they got a jacket or something. I think that was for the All-Star game or something. They got rings. Someone got rings. Yeah, but the Blazers were they were kind of whack. Like Dennis Rodman literally threw it. Like he had it on for a little bit and then he took that shit off.
Yeah, they should have just gave them like the jacket that they had in '97 for the NBA 50th anniversary. Like that.
But my question is, some of the people up there was James Harden. You think he deserves to be NBA 75?
Yes.
You don't feel like he hasn't done enough yet or something? I don't know.
League MVP.
There was names up there that just
He had a crazy streak of 30 and 40-point games, something that only Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain has done.
I mean, was Russell Westbrook on the 75 team?
Yes, he was.
He was
Mr. Triple-Double. I think
I'm about to say because if Russell Westbrook wasn't, James Harden was. That's a problem. Like that was going to be a significant problem.
I think Dame was left.
I would say that it's kind of shady that LeBron James doing like he's shouting out Sam Presti for drafting, Russell Westbrook, KD, Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson, Josh Giddey, but he left out James Harden. I thought that was kind of crazy because James Harden was the last pick. James Harden was the last pick during the All-Star Game draft. He was on Team LeBron, but he did not play. So I just thought that was kind of crazy. How can you name Reggie Jackson, Serge Ibaka before James Harden?
I mean, Harden is making his debut this Friday. And some news out of Ben Simmons camp in the Nets.
Apparently, shout to Ben Simmons, man.
No, apparently the quote was he's rapidly working towards starting.
Like I told you, episodes ago, the only thing about Ben Simmons, I know we're not going to touch on it officially, but like I said, if Ben Simmons goes to a team that is willing to work with him and he's comfortable mentally and physically, he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. That's all I gotta say.
It's not like we didn't care here.
Back to prostitutes now.
Yeah, back to that.
Back to prostitutes. The real heavy hitting journalism right now is prostitutes.
What can I say? I was drunk both nights.
How did you get there? Like,
that's what we want to know.
Like,
I was wandering the streets.
Oh God!
On my way home.
God,
it was like in the gay neighborhood, but there was like female prostitutes around there. So I was wandering the streets, and
Liddell saw the question in my face. I just
I didn't even notice.
I can literally tell Liddell, like, I was trying to think. I'm like, wait, what? And I just like, all right.
I definitely should have specified. Like, yeah, it was a female. It was a female.
No. I knew you said that. You said the gay neighborhood. I'm trying to think. I'm like,
y'all don't have gay neighborhoods in your city?
Atlanta in general.
He said LA.
Atlanta in general. For me, I don't care. It's Atlanta, so I'm just like, it doesn't matter. But
we love all communities.
We do. Shout out to LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all thing. We support y'all. Do your thing. Pride. All the good stuff. But it's like, you just do that. You just look there like, oh yeah, by the way, so I was drunk in the gay neighborhood. And I was just like, you said that kind of like, wait. And then in my head, I'm like, Pride, I guess. I was like, okay. He's like, all right.
That's like, Pride, Mom.
I like Pride. I was like, sure. All right.
Every city has that neighborhood, gay neighborhood.
Yeah.
But continue. You're in the gay neighborhood. You found a female.
Yeah. So she gestures me over. She asked if I no, nothing like that. But I don't remember what she's at. But she gestured me over. She asked me if I wanted any services. I was like, no. And then she was like, she was like trying to sell me.
So how did she look?
How she looked? She was black, medium height.
Okay, police officer Rick. Jesus Christ, medium height.
I don't want to get on Kevin Samuels on this, but on the scale of.
Oh my God, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Saying that just confirmed that she's ugly. Gotcha. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't know.
She was
1 to 5. Okay,
6, 7. All right, 6, 7.
That's not bad. Like
I said, beauty in the eye of the beholder, guys. We love black women around here, so except me and Liddell. Donovan, not so much.
I dated black women in high school.
I'm kidding.
Wait, the fact that you gotta say, why you gotta say it like that? I dated black women.
Because the majority of my girlfriends were white and Puerto Rican, and
a black man had to specify that he dated black women.
Yeah.
No, see, I don't have to do it. No, I don't have to do that because every time I talk to a girl, every black girl, not every black girl, but the black girls I've been encountered with, they're like, you look like you date white women. And I'm like, and when I show them all my exes,
you do.
What does that look like? I really want to understand, like, what does that look like?
Like, as soon as you said, I'm like, you know what? Kind of makes sense.
What does that look like? I don't know.
He judges you by how you talk.
It's literally is like, I feel like it's just how I talk, because literally all my exes are black.
I mean, y'all both sound like y'all, but I know for a fact, like I don't know for a fact, but I can just look at Noah and tell that he appreciates a black woman. Well, I look at you, Donnie. It's like you got
you Uncle Tom, motherfucker.
You sick bastard.
You ruckus motherfucker.
Been out here snowboarding over here. Nah, but I just want to preface, I love black women. You know, I prefer black women.
We all do.
Thing. Anyways, I love black women. Nah, but it's wild because to me it's just like I don't really project that, but it's just like I like dating black women because there's just things that we understand. Like I don't have to explain myself thoroughly than to talking to a white woman. I have to like, okay, so when you go to my parents' house, the collard greens are a vegetable. Like I don't want to feel like they're reading Rainbow, nigga, for her going to dinner with my parents.
In a salad and shit.
Yeah. No, but it's like I prefer.
I get what you're saying, though.
It feels weird because it's like I don't know. Like I'm like, what do I look like? I think it's just because how I talk. Because
I think it's how you talk.
I wear fitted caps. I wear Jordans. So I'm just like, I don't date all my exes, and they're not just black. Like my first girlfriend was Jamaican. The next one was Ghanaian. The other one she was Black American. My recent girlfriend was Nigerian. So it was just like, they black. Like, it's just like, I date black women. And they're always like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah. I've only dated.
Yeah, I think it's the way, it's what white people call talk proper. I think that's what gives
my parents forced me to talk proper. I couldn't use slang. So now we're here. But now we're here. But no, I love black women. So black women out there, if you do listen to this podcast, congratulations. Thank you. But I love black women. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm probably gonna marry a black woman. You know, so it is what it is. Now, if I get a white girlfriend, y'all niggas be like, oh, I told you. I told you. Hey, man. I told you. I was right. I told you. Nah,
I'm all about black love myself, but at the end of the day, like, you can't help who you fall in love with.
I love who loves me.
Exactly.
Put it that way. I love who loves
me.
But black women are my number one.
Daddy, you don't get a pass for this. It's all exactly.
No, because
listen, because you don't get
you intentionally not date black women.
No, I don't intentionally not date black women. Black women don't intentionally date me. All right.
No, don't say that. No.
Wait, hold on. So you waiting for a black woman to act you out on a date?
I am. What's wrong with that?
I mean, even if so, why not? It's 2022.
Nah, because you said something where it was like, black women don't choose me. I'm not gonna hold you. Is literally the area that you in. Because I thought the same thing until I went to my HBCU. Shout out to Fort Valley State. Mm-hmm. I didn't think I was that attractive, and I was bigger than I am now. And I went there, and girls were like, "Oh my God, like you're attractive." Okay, and I was just like,
"So you saying it's an environment thing?"
It's definitely an environment that you gotta travel. You gotta see the world. I mean, black people in general, like you already know, is a diaspora. Like I'm a black kid from the suburbs that skateboards, does all type of shit, but I'm still black. I know black culture. You know, it is what it is. We're all diaspora, so you can't intentionally write off like, just because this section of black women in Philadelphia don't fuck with me.
Yeah, the black women in Philly don't fuck with me. So
you gotta find a black woman.
Why do you think that is, Donnie? From your perspective.
Because I'm an Oreo.
I mean, the thing is, you're not an Oreo though. Because when you say that,
or to them.
I mean, yeah, to them.
I could list the things that I do that I know like I've been rejected for.
For the people that's unaware of what you mean by that slang term, can you describe what you mean by you claim that you are?
So basically, my appearance is a black guy, but I have white characteristics.
But the wild thing is, like, because my mind is in sociology. My sister said to say that all the time, but I have to preface that when I talk about this topic because it's just like that Oreo phrase is rooted in like these racial undertones that like being non-stereotypically black means you're white. Like black people, if that was the case, we wouldn't have Neil deGrasse Tyson. We wouldn't have black poets. People think being a black photographer is really white. People think being a black art, like there's a lot of things that like if you're a black person that just does something different than what's stereotypically what you're supposed to do is considered white.
And that's what I was criticized for in high school and middle school. Like that was the shit that I would get.
I was too. I played football, but I still got criticized because I played lacrosse.
Right.
So it's just like the thing is just like you can't let that get to you because once people see that like, oh, that black person accepts them, okay, it's cool. And it's wild and it's sad that in our community, like we can't explore and do different things. But I didn't give a fuck because I was like, nah, this is just what I like to do.
I still do what the fuck I want to do.
That's what I like to do. But it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'll still watch my Dawson's Creek.
But see, there's probably a black woman in America.
And still go to prostitutes and don't get no sex with them.
God. But see, listen, there's probably a black woman somewhere around the world that watches Dawson's Creek. So like, you're not the only black person that probably watches Dawson's Creek. I watch Are You the One? There's a lot of black women that
you just got to get out of my zone.
Like you have to get out your zone. I think
City of Philadelphia.
I watch Raised by Wolves and Euphoria. I don't think too many black people watch
Euphoria. All my friends
black people definitely watch Euphoria, but Raised by Wolves, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Black people watch Euphoria.
No, he's talking about Raised by Wolves. Man, a lot of
Raised by Wolves. Yeah.
What is the whitest show that I watched? I think a lot of people don't. A lot of black people.
The whitest show I definitely watched late was Peacemaker. I think it's no whiter than that.
Nah, no, there's a lot of black. Well, at least in Atlanta, there's a lot of black people that watch Peacemaker.
I think Peacekeeper is more in tune with like that comics, anime, MAGA type. So yeah, if it's like colorful and action, like black people watch it.
I don't even think there's a show that's really white that I've watched where it's like. I mean, I watched The Resident, which is like a medical show, but it's like I know some black people. I don't know.
That's old. Suburban housewife type.
The Resident is fire though. The Resident.
I know exactly what you talk about, but only 35 to 40-year-olds watch that shit, and they're white.
Hey man, hey
man, but you know, at the end of the day, I really can't criticize y'all too much because y'all look at somebody that once had a stylish ass mohawk.
Exactly. So you giving me all this?
Yo.
So
you never saw the picture?
Bro. I saw the picture. I commented on the story. I was like, dog, what was this?
Bro.
That was definitely your paramour.
Like, how the hell they let you get away with that?
You have to be there, bro.
And you don't want to be the black politician, the black police, the sheriff. You had the gall to write us up.
Bro, I was ahead of my time, bro. I was ahead of my time.
You had your time in 2008 Suburbia, yeah. Yes, you look like you worked at an Aeropostale for sure. Like that's what.
Did you?
I'm blind.
I'm not even that white. I never applied to Aeropostale.
Yo,
they didn't hire me because of my mohawk. That was the only reason.
Get your color self, your mohawk out of here. But no, I think, like I said, being black is a diaspora. There's so many artists that I enjoy that they probably would be called white for doing what they did, but it's like some people just don't know better. But I've met black women that are different. That black women, they're diaspora. So to write off.
Yeah. I definitely met black women who I definitely vibed with, and we had the same connections, and they were also ridiculed. It's the black community in whole. We like to keep a lot of shit.
I mean, my ex, shout out to Grace. I dropped her
name in there.
Hey. But I mean, Grace is a common name. They're not gonna find her. But okay. We'll edit that out, but we'll edit that out. But like, she was the same. We were the same thing. We liked the same thing. We were movie nerds. We liked anime. I like sports. She didn't play sports. Like, you have to like find that person that kind of like gets you, and it's like, okay, cool. And they're out there. So she like, you know, she likes sports. She watched baseball. We both had a lot of things in common. We like cartoons. Like, I think for me in Atlanta it's different because there's a lot of alternative black. You see a lot of different variety of black people in Atlanta. You don't just see niggas. Like, you see niggas that skateboard. You see niggas that skate, niggas that paint. Nah, but you see a whole different diaspora of black people. So to me, I'm just like,
I mean, if it was in New York, definitely Atlanta would be my second choice.
Yeah, Donnie, you have to come to Atlanta. Like, I feel like if you come to Atlanta and you get
I feel like that would be Yo,
oh my god, hey baby, like you look good, Donovan. What's up, Donovan? Oh my god, you were raiding your house. Oh my god, okay. Like, I don't know, man. I've just seen a diaspora of black women. So for me, when black dudes that go to like white college, like, yo, black women just aren't my type, man. I just swear, like, they just never liked me in high school, and I just can't really get. That was one section of the one minuscule part of the world, my nigga. Like, you can't.
Not even 1% of like.
Not even 1% of whatever the population. So it is what it is, man. But I get it, you know. So just find an alternative black girl that's just like you, and you're like, y'all can be alternative black people together. It's like, there you go. I don't know.
Be alternative and crazy together.
All right, so let me ask you guys this before we transition to our last segment of the show, the pick and roll. Do you guys prefer a woman that you have similar interests in, or do you like somebody that you can that's kind of like not so familiar with your world? That way you can learn some things from her, she can learn some things from you. Like, what do you guys prefer?
Oh, I always choose different worlds, you know.
Clearly.
I mean,
skin color as well. You set me up well for that, Donnie. I'm sorry, bro.
Because they're different continents.
It's because I love knowledge and I love to acquire more knowledge. So if there's somebody out there that can like teach me up again, like
so you feel like you cannot learn anything from a black woman?
I do. I learn a lot. A lot of myself I learned from black women.
So what you're saying is you use black women and then just don't date them. Gotcha. All right.
I mean, take that how you want.
Okay.
Take that out.
I would say
we just fuck with you, bro.
Yeah. It's all jokes. All jokes.
Trust me, I feel you, Donovan. It's a lot, but I would say we at least have to have at least one thing in common. I think if we just had nothing in common, then it would just be like, I'm just really attracted to you. I think then okay, but
the better question should be, do you want to be challenged in a relationship?
Oh yeah, I would want to be challenged. I would want to be challenged. I don't want to just
stay comfortable.
No, comfortable is cool, but I feel like challenge in the sense of like, because I like to go do stuff. I like to go places, eat different food. Yeah. Like, so yeah, if she comes into my life and brings like, oh well, I cook this, or like one of my exes, she was Ghanaian, she brought fufu and like spicy chicken soup to my apartment. I've never had that before. So I was learning something.
Soup sounds banging.
What the fufu was straight. Like, it was good. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Maybe my slaves shouldn't have gotten captured. Or maybe my ancestors shouldn't have gotten captured. It is. But it's just like, I think definitely to have a woman that challenges you emotionally in every aspect, I think that's what anybody would want a partner. Someone that just challenges them to try something different.
Yeah, I want somebody to challenge my worldviews.
Yeah,
on culture and stuff like that. Like,
but I mean, to agree on everything. Not to say it would get boring. Not to say that it would get boring, but I don't know. I've never really had that.
It would get stale.
I don't think it would get stale. I don't think it would get. I just never have had that. I've never met a girl where we're both like same thing, same exact thing. But I've never had that. So I've only had girls that have challenged me. So it's just like. I mean, I feel like it would be dope. I mean, I feel like it would be easy. I feel like, I don't really have to, like, do much. It's just like, we love each other. All right, cool. And we like the same thing, so we can obviously go to concerts together, go do these things. So I don't think it would be bad. I don't think there's no right or wrong answer. But I personally...
Yeah, it's just preference.
I would say challenge a little bit.
I'm going to roll with that. There's no right or wrong answer. It's up to, like, what you're capable, like, what you can handle as a man or as a woman as well.
Yeah.
You know, so
as a woman.
So, all right. So, speaking of rolling with that, let's go to pick and roll. Last segment of the show. Let's close it off right. Now, LeBron James made a lot of headlines during All-Star Week, and not so much due to the simple fact that he's now 5-0. during the NBA All-Star game in this new format. But he mentioned in regards to the fact that he definitely would love to play with Bronny James his last season in the NBA. So, if you are an NBA GM, would you take a chance on Bronny James, even if he's not a top elite prospect? Because right now, I believe he's ranked number 43 in the ESPN class, or like top 75
Still pretty
prospects.
good.
Like that. Yeah, it's still pretty good, solid. But if you are an NBA GM, would you take a chance on Bronny James as a lottery pick? You know, with the offset chance that you also have LeBron James possibly playing on a veteran minimum contract. Even Bronny, let's say Bronny is like a Zaire Wade. No disrespect to Zaire Wade, but the Zaire is like in the G League right now.
So the question is, would I take Bronny James in the top 10 pick?
Yeah, if it would, because clearly LeBron James said basically wherever his son go, he's going to go. Mm-hmm. So if you are a GM, would you take a chance on Bronny James over a much more qualified prospect? Just at the opportunity again, LeBron James, or would you take the better prospect?
No.
So are you picking and rolling on the simple fact? Are you picking and rolling, drafting Bronny James, even if he's not elite, just so have an opportunity to have his dad?
I'm rolling. I mean, I'm rolling just because it's like it depends on what the team is. Like, if you're a team that needs to build long term,
most likely OKC.
Most likely OKC. Like, I wouldn't think OKC would pick him because like if you're building long term, that's a bad just business move in general.
That would mess up there, yeah.
Because like you get Bronny, which I think we give Bronny so much criticism. I think Bronny is gonna be like Scottie Pippen Jr. Scottie Pippen Jr. went to Sierra Canyon. He was pretty okay. Had a couple offers. Went to Vanderbilt. Now he is hooping, and now he's like, okay, Scottie Pippen Jr. going to the draft class. His draft stock is looking really well. So I think Bronny, in this sentiment, if he goes to a program where they allow him to play basketball like him and he's not surrounded, and he gets to develop, without being at Sierra Canyon and having this lens on him, then I think he can be at least a late lottery pick, late first round pick. And okay. I think.
So, but you say that you're gonna roll with it. You mean that you're fine with taking Bronny James?
Nah, I'm saying I'm rolling because I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take him.
All right, so you go pick. All right, cool. So, Donnie, what would you say? What say you?
I'll roll with it. I would definitely pick him up if it's like let's be realistic. Where is he going to fall? Like a early second round.
Late first, early second.
Late first. Okay. Yeah, I'll take him.
But I think the influence, and I think this might actually hurt him more than help him, because
how so?
Just a simple fact that have LeBron James basically said wherever his son goes, he's going.
Yeah,
LeBron James is one of the greatest players of all time, and some people he is to go. So, and plus, right now he's like 37 years old, still playing at a high level, averaging over 29 points per game. Now, Bronny's like about 2 years away from
he'll be 2 years away.
2 years away. So LeBron will be 39.
So basically, LeBron by chance is basically boosting Bronny's draft stock. Because Bronny James could be a late first round pick, and next thing you know, he's in the lottery because.
But you said it would be bad for him. How would it be bad if you're getting coached by your father and one of the greatest?
Because how is it going to look toward other players in the NBA locker room? This will be the first time. This will be the first time this ever happened. Father and son play on the same team.
I mean, you have to look at Ken Griffey Jr. Well, Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. Like Ken Griffey Jr. was good. Not to say Bronny isn't good, but Ken Griffey Jr. was like. So I think that's a different topic because Ken Griffey
Jr. surpassed his father.
I will agree with you on that, but once his father is out of the league and out of that locker room, it's all up to you to prove these daughters wrong.
Yeah, so I think
it would be, but I don't know. I just don't know because LeBron James.
I would absolutely love if my father was in the locker room with me in my first year. I think we can all agree that LeBron James handled the media at an early age, and from then on, with probably one of the best we ever seen do it.
I think Bronny is too. Like I think people. I was on Twitter talking to someone on Twitter about it. I think we hate on Bronny too much. I think people hate on him so much because they would wish they were in his position.
They hate on him.
They hate on him because they want that to be them. So it's like they're hating on this kid so much, and he's only 16 or 17, and it's just like, in a way, he has that same kind of pressure his dad had. And I think when your dad is LeBron James, I think he's definitely
but it's different though because LeBron James said what's the word I'm looking for?
The precedent.
LeBron James he has to follow that.
He has to live up to it.
He
has to live up to it.
But
I mean, if he chooses to go into the NBA, that's like it's like following a prophecy in like in Lord of the Rings or some shit. Like if he goes into the NBA, they already know like you have to like not live up to him, but you gotta
perform.
Nigga. Like you gotta do something.
I mean, LeBron James named him
LeBron James Jr.
for a reason.
Because LeBron James at worst is the third greatest player of all time. At worst.
At worst, yeah. On his worst night.
Oh,
Kareem.
Okay, all right.
So all the hype going to the Sun, you gotta be at least that or greater. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be hard.
I don't think so.
I don't think you have to be that. I just think you have to be like an all. I think if Bronny came into the league and he made himself known as like a max contract player, an all-star here and there, a couple like.
I mean, he could pan out like not Lonzo, the one on the Hornets, LaMelo. If he pans out like LaMelo,
I think his younger brother Bryce is more like LaMelo, and Bronny's more like Lonzo. I just say that because Bryce, he's taller than Bronny.
Bryce Maximus James. That's a cool ass
no, because Bryce just turned. I think he just turned like 14.
Guess he's playing at Sierra Kent.
But he's already taller than Bronny. Like Bronny's 6'3", Bryce is already 6'4", 6'5".
Shit.
So it's like his younger is really going to be a Lonzo and LaMelo type situation where Lonzo's not a bad basketball player at all. It's just they're two different players, and Bryce really can shoot the ball, drive the ball.
Here's the reason why I'm not worried about Bronny when he gets to the NBA. He's being coached by one of the greatest players of all time. We can agree with that.
Yeah, but also at the same time, if you being coached by one of the greatest players of all time, there's no other coach in the NBA that has LeBron James' resume. So like, if you have your dad teach you all these things, you might look down at your coach like, "Fuck, like you ain't my dad." Like you don't know.
I don't think he doesn't have that attitude. I don't think Bronny has.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's.
I mean, if he hasn't done it,
he's getting all his mentorship from LeBron James. Like,
I mean,
he will know how to handle the NBA once he get into it.
If Bronny hasn't done that yet, I don't think he's doing the NBA because like,
what was his biggest controversy? Smoking weed or something?
But the thing is, he didn't even do it. It was his friend. Like he.
Okay, then
weed. So it's just like the thing is like you said about the coaching thing. If I was Bronny in middle school, my middle school coach trying to coach me, like my dad's LeBron James. Like if he didn't pull that card back then,
right, exactly.
Or even at Sierra Canyon.
But we have seen clips in the past of LeBron James literally coaching on the sidelines.
I mean, that was his AAU team, so it was like
he wasn't the head coach.
But he's cool with
I don't think LeBron James instilled in his son to disrespect his coaches.
I don't think.
Like, come on.
But at the end of the day, we're 2 years away from that. Most of the seeing what's gonna happen. I think it's fun to talk about. Me personally, I just think that it could be a hindrance because.
I mean, he's not.
It's a 15-man locker room at the end of the day. So like, you bring in Bronny James, have his dad in the locker room is almost as if like those guys.
No, but I think if he was playing football and your dad was one of the greatest football players.
I mean, my dad played in Tennessee, so I mean,
like, would you like to have him during your first year?
I think if I went to the NFL, if I went to the league and my dad was still there and he was still playing, yeah, I think it would just make the transition easier. I think it would make the transition easier. I don't think it would make it like that hard for me to be like, like. But even if my dad wasn't there, even if he was retired, it's like I can still call my dad like, "Hey, Dad, I'm on the road. Like,
exactly.
My girlfriend is like, she's wilding because I'm on the road, and like, how do I deal with this?
Like, so like, Bleacher Report is in my ear and shit.
Yeah, like how do I handle with this? So I think regardless, I think Bronny's gonna be okay. I think regardless of however it goes down, he's gonna be fine. I just think Bronny is gonna be. He's not gonna be he's not gonna be like one of the greatest players of all time. But I think he's gonna be. By the time he's in college, I think he can probably hang his own against some NBA talent, especially like some bench players, some six-man. I think you gotta give Bronny credit, like where it's due. He's still coming off an injury that put him out last season. So it's like
that's why I didn't understand what Liddell was saying, like how that could be a hindrance.
I don't think it would be a hindrance. I think having LeBron James. I mean, I would say it's a hindrance because people can be jealous. I mean, look at it right now. People hate him because he's LeBron James' son. So I mean,
exactly.
if you go to
the sole reason,
but if you go into an NBA locker room with your dad, he will probably be the butt of some jokes with some teammates or whatever.
Of course,
like,
you're a rookie.
But daddy's boy or your dad's here. Like that's probably going to happen, or it may be a different word, like, I respect you because you're LeBron James' son, and I respect Bron, so it's not gonna be
maybe.
Yeah, so it can go either way.
Right, yeah. But like I said, I'm like you're getting coached by LeBron James, like father mentor. I'm pretty sure he's had this discussion with him, and I'm pretty sure LeBron James got Bronny's intake of what he thinks about this. So
yeah, so
he's in good hands.
He's in good hands. I think Bronny's in good hands. I think he's still a good basketball player. I would just wait till he gets to college.
Yeah. If he goes to college.
He will. He definitely will.
He might take the G League route.
I think he needs to go to a college. He can do whatever he wants. He doesn't really.
Are they're still doing the one and done, right? Or did they revise the rule?
Okay. They're not going to revise that rule anytime soon. I don't think so.
Sorry about that, fellas. My laptop died, but thank God for backups.
Yeah, we kept it rolling.
We kept it rolling. We straight.
Yeah, you did a great job. But as I was saying, time will tell. We're about 2 years away from knowing how this is gonna go. But personally, if I'm an NBA player, if I'm in that locker room, I wouldn't want to have that type of drama, because with LeBron James comes drama. There's a lot of media attention, and basically, it's not going to be about the team anymore. It's going to be about LeBron.
Okay, all right, yeah. I have to. Yeah, you're right. Drama, yeah. But by that, I'm pretty sure LeBron James isn't going to be like much of a locker room presence as we might think. I think he's literally only going to be there just to play with his son, because that do well if LeBron's still playing like he's playing right now. That duo could be crazy, but I don't think he's going to be much of a presence as we are led to believe. I think he's only going to be there to coach his son through his first year and leave it like that.
Exactly.
We'll see, but you know what, guys? It's about that time where we plug ourselves on the way out. We covered a lot during this episode.
Ooh, it was good. It felt good to be relaxed. Anything can be out of bounds. We talked about dunk contests. We talked about prostitutes. We talked about LeBron. We talked about black nepotism. We talked about black women.
We covered it all, man.
We covered it all.
We might be on the sun. So, fellas, let everybody know where they can find you guys on social media. Any project you guys are working on, all that good shit.
You can find me at Dino Austin on everything. You already know the vibes. If you're new here, you can find me at Dino Austin on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, the whole 9 yards. Right now, setting up some interviews, setting up some articles too. I'm touching in back into the fashion world. Fashion Week was what it was. But when
I got done dirty.
When one door closes, more open up. So I just, my homework is getting a little bit lighter, guys. So my writing hand is gonna get free. Gonna drop some articles. Gonna do a little something, and just stay tuned for the articles and interviews. That's about it.
Mr. Donnie, do not call me Donovan Wilkins.
Yeah, I want to address this first. I've had 2 artists hit me up on my Instagram DMs about interviews and the column Under the Radar. This is breaking news. I will be back this Friday with a new spotlight artist for you.
I'm trying to be like Donovan want to grow up. I'm honest and serious.
As for everything else, you can find me at Distorted Records with Donnie on Live 95 weeknights, 11 a.m.
I will be tuning in tonight.
3 a.m. talk about a little bit. Tony Hawk's new music festival coming up that I'm trying to secure tickets and promotion for. And a few other things, but just go to my IG and check out all the stuff below.
Okay. As for me, you guys already know the Delta Fashionista. Also the moderator and the True Culture IG account. No, he's mentioning like the vibe. That's like a catchphrase, but it's apropos because the pilot of episode 1 of VODs is almost complete. I'm looking forward to sharing it with all you guys. No, it's gonna be under my production company, Ground Up Media. So more information on that at a later time.
But exclusive, we're dropping exclusive.
Yeah, see, Doc, you're not the only one that can drop exclusives and shit.
I see.
So big things is happening. So but ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we covered a lot. We hope that you enjoyed this week's edition of Outta Bounds. This is actually personally one of my favorite episodes. Probably my favorite episode by far.
Yeah, it definitely was one of our best episodes. Everything was great.
Cause we touched on a lot of things outside of sport. I think I got a lot of clips, that we can use for like IG, TikTok, and stuff like that. It's had some great discussions.
As long as that shit don't get me canceled within the next few years, as I'm trying to get to the BET Awards, I don't want to be saying,
me and Donnie gonna go to the BET Awards. We go to the awards show together.
Donnie,
you
go bring I'm not even gonna do it.
Wait, say what you gonna say.
Oh my god, can we
man, what I want to say is Hail Hydra. That's what I want to say.
No, we love black women.